I've used stab and resist. We use heals, but no one's taking damage. We use F2 while Ventari, so we get the energy. We cleanse here. Like, they're not... no one's taking damage, dude. Look, literally. Like, okay, now we're taking a little bit of damage. Okay. We do one more natural harmony, and then we'll swap. Get the 25 energy on swap. Elite and heal. Man, I'm just Condi cleansing at this point. Like, we're not taking any damage.
Okay, I'm not gonna man the Rams again. I need to pay full attention, Shrimp. I can't trust you guys.
Who kicked one?
One. Get your face.
No one's taking any damage, dude. Like, my party's full, man. My party's not taking any damage. Like, I might be top heal, but my party's not taking any fucking damage whatsoever. Yeah, these guys aren't...
Humans, what have you learned?
Humans, what have you learned? This is the build. Monk runes, minstrel, same as before. Same as the build on Hardstock website. There is some small changes. Now we're playing this middle one. This one's actually really, really good with centaur skills. A burst heal. It was staff before, and I'm playing mace shield now. Energy transference, same. There wasn't relics back in the day, was there? So we now have Relic of Flock. The legendary stances is alliances and centaur. That hasn't changed. The fundamentals of the build is pretty much the same. Like before, like Tree Song was so crazy good, but they nerfed it. So it was before it was like dodge Tree Song, dodge weapon swap, dodge F2 energy meld, weapon swap, dodge Tree Song. Like it was just basically spamming Tree Song all the time. Now it's like normally you would start on this stance and you'd use the elite for the empowered version, because when you first pull out the heal skill, your next skill will be empowered. And if you read the empowered versions of all the skills, you can see like they benefit from certain things, extra additional healing or cleanse or stability. So this elite's really good. Stability resistance really, really good. They nerfed it recently. It's a 15-second cooldown now, but it's still very, very strong. So you'd use that normally, open up with this, then you focus on natural harmony. But if your team's not taking any damage, then you're probably just waiting for a moment to basically heal up, or you're just using cleanse. You drain all your energy, and make sure you use your F2 with this legendary stance with Centaur. The reason why is because, well, this skill is actually really cracked because it's no cast time on it, and you can use it while dodging. Like all of these skills instant cast. Like there is a bit of a delay, so you can see here if I put the elite, bit of a delay if I do this natural harmony skill, bit of a delay, but they are all instant cast, so I can press this and dodge at the same time. Prophesize dodges if you need to survive, right? But the reason you do it this way around, you're starting this one, is because, well, it's the stronger heal basically. This is dependent on if they've got conditions, and so is Tree Song. So you're only going to heal per condition removed. If you don't have any conditions, then you're not going to heal, right? And also, like, you can't use this skill while you're getting pushed, right? You can't dodge and Tree Song at the same time, right? Also, because you use this with this, you get the extra 25 energy. Then you can use another like natural harmony. Maybe you want to use the elite again or something. But like you're going to swap, and you're always going to get 25 energy as well. So you're going to have 25 on this. So you're going to have an extra 25 on this, and then you're going to get an extra 25 on this when you swap below 10 because of this trait. So then you can end up using, well, your heal and your elite for like sustained heals. But I tend to waste this a lot. I got to stop doing it. Like when you swap to this, just don't get into the habit of what I'm doing is you instantly heal and instantly elite, because sometimes you don't even need it. Like you're not getting pushed and you're not near the enemy. So just be patient. Use this for the tail maybe. Maybe get ready to use a stun break. You could always use this about face and like go through the enemy with the evade and give resistance. You could always do that. This gives you 50% damage reduction. Like you take 50% less damage. So having this up is actually really, really good. The only problem is you can't get healed while you have the urn up. So you just got to be careful. And putting it away, there's a cast time. And it takes time. And if you're slowed and if the enemy's on top of you, it can be a little bit risky sometimes. You got to be careful with that. Having the urn up too much can get you in some trouble, especially if you're low energy as well. And you haven't got a stun break ready. Why Mace over Scepter? I played Scepter a lot and tried it out, and I think it's pretty good. But there's always something to do that's better than using Scepter. And it's the same for Mace. Like, only reason I'm using Mace is legit at the start of the fight is for blasting road, for swiftness. It's not your job, but if you're having problems with swiftness, then it covers that. And then you swap in resist. You use the resist. You legend swap like this. And you go back. And I'm holding down pain absorption. And then I'm just clicking through these. And then you have this ready for the first skill. And then you get the stab and the resist on push. Your job isn't stability first push. That should be covered by Chronomancer or Firebrand. Also, stun breaks is not your priority. So you can, if you're on a gate or something, you can use this. You can be on the gate using this. You're getting combat, obviously, right? But you have a stun break 600. So you can stun break allies. If you get like stealth pushed or something, this can be a better alliance to start on if that's the situation. Because if you're in this stance, you can't stun break allies. And to try and give stability and resistance when the enemy pushes is you have to predict the push, otherwise it's delayed and you're going to get pushed. But yeah, the build really stays the same. Main priorities are staying alive and then basically supporting through heals. Cleanses is kind of a secondary support. Heals is your main one. You want to pump those heals. S tier support, there's no other better support out there. This is best described as a healer and then secondary condition cleanser. And it gives a lot of boons. There is a lot of boons on this build. And the radius of some of these skills are like kind of small and some of them are larger, so you have to just pay attention to those and helping your team through recognizing who needs help and who doesn't need help, and when to peel people from tag, off tag, that's off tag, or when to just ignore them. Like tree song the tail maybe, but prioritize most of the shit on the tag. This is cracked, boys. You can always show like squad health bars or party health bars, so you make sure you do that as well. It's really, really good. You can do thick health bars for like everybody, but I prefer just do party. But you can support people outside of the party as well, but not really a #1 priority. The thing is, like today, it's the typical, man. The minute you look at some pug, some random dude that could be in the squad, outside of the squad, somebody in your party gets fucking destroyed, and then you have nothing for them to heal them up, or you react too slow. So you kind of need to be able to pay attention to the main group and not look off of the tag too much, because you can tunnel vision really easily, and then you start losing people in your party, and then you're like, fuck. You just basically, you're saving a random, but you should be saving your party as a priority, so you gotta be really careful with that. That happened to me a few times today. You can use party target as well on enemy, but don't use it on ally, because people are gonna get annoyed with this. So use personal target. You can go into settings, set personal target, take personal target, just keybind them to something. Really, really good. And no one sees that other than you, which is really the important part, so it doesn't get confusing for your party. And then you can basically prioritize. Most parties are comped right now, like 4 supports, 1 DPS. So you would you'd put it on the comm, ideally. If the comm is struggling, which they normally are, you just put it on the comm, and you always heal the comm and support them. But there might be 1 DPS in your party, so you put it on the 1 DPS in your party. You could always use party UI and click on the party member if you need to support them instead of the tag. So you can leave the personal target on the tag and then click on party UI. You can look at your party UI and you look at thick health bars on your party, so you can recognize who needs help. You don't need to worry too much. This is a fun fact. Tree Song doesn't prioritize your party. It's random. So Tree Song is kind of a fail if you want to try and heal your party member. It is good for healing, like giving some heal to downstate players to allow some time for people to transfuse or Illusion of Life or Banner or hand res. So you can use it on downstates. It's kind of effective, but usually they lose all condies when they go downstate. So unless they've been hit by condies while they're downstate, and chances are, if that's the case, you'll only maybe see like a 4 or 5k heal on a downstate, not massive amount, which could easily be nullified by some damage, right? So it isn't a priority, but it might help a little bit, but it's probably copium mostly. Hence why you want to use the F2 for the extra energy in Ventari, because this is guaranteed going to heal your party. Like shield 4 is really, really strong in this build, like, and protection and Aegis, and it's a long duration. Protection and Aegis is pretty good. Filler Condi Cleanse is just your dodge, like Salvation and Invocation and Vindicator, the trait lines. Like I don't think it's worth running any other trait lines. Like these are always going to stay the same until they nerf. It's like Chaos Inspiration Mesmer. You can't change it, dude. Like they've got to literally nerf it harder for you to start thinking about either like any of the other trait lines. But yeah, like the stance skills, like your tome like moves around, and they changed it so you can move it around faster now. So before it was like a bit of a delay. Now it's 1/4 of a second you can move it, but it doesn't heal every 1/4 of a second. It heals every 3 seconds. So you might want to move it around and keep it close, but because I'm using Flock, you got to be careful. You don't want to use like the heal skill straight away. When you get the tome out for the first time, it won't proc the Flock. Let's get the tome out, the tablet out, sorry. You see it doesn't proc the Flock. Now I press it again, now the Flock procs. So just be mindful of that. A little tip for you, because of the delay on the skill, you can actually use it, then move it. So if, say, for instance, this guy needs healing, what you might find is he's moving around, he's running around. Because he's a stationary target, easy. You just move to him, press the heal, boom, gets the heal. But if he's a moving target, sometimes you actually want to press this before you move the tome. Because what will happen is you move the tome, then press the skill, and then he's moving, and then he's out of range of it. It's 240 radius. 240 radius. So what you might want to do is actually press the skill, then move it. Okay? Because you can't move it all the time as a 1/4 of a second. So you just got to be careful with that. Sometimes I use this skill and then move the tome. Sometimes. You might be better off doing that. If you ever see me star 5, it's because I'm just trolling probably. Fight's probably over. But yeah, weapon skills, you can read all those, but really priority for weapon skills is this for blasting for before the fight, swiftness. Other than that, energy burn. And then shield 4 for more burst heal when you've got nothing else to do. You need more heals on top of natural harmony or tree song or whatever. And then staff 4, definitely you can use that if you need more cleanse whilst being pressured. If you need to stay alive, then obviously staff 3 and staff 5 is fine if you need it. But you shouldn't need it. The build that we've just been going through, Invocation and Alliance Tactics, is just the best right now. Like, there's nothing going to beat it. But yeah, have fun with this build, boys. I'll post it on the Discord at some point. Play this amazing heal build, guys, surely. Like, everyone's going to be looking at the fucking clips and going, yo, why are you playing healer? The enemy's not even playing the game. trying to get good clips is hard. It's unlucky.